If you're looking to get the best out of your video game audio, then we're about to make things exciting. The ASTRO A50 X is the new flagship Astro series headset from Logitech G. It's primarily aimed at console gamers, but don't get that mistaken. This thing is powerful and great for PC gamers and content creators too. And we were given special early access to it from our friends at Logitech G UK. In this video, which we've put together after having around a month of hands-on time with the headset, we'll give you guys our thoughts on why this could be the best headset you could get your hands on this year, especially if you're a console gamer, and even more so if you have multiple consoles. Now, let's start off by saying that we are Logitech G partners, but this is all our own opinion. We haven't been paid to say anything overly positive or include any specific information. Those of you that will have known us for a while will know that we have used Astro headsets for many years. That's actually the reason why we became partners. So we just wanted to mention that up front for absolute transparency. And for those of you who've been watching me on stream recently, you will have seen me using this. This is the ASTRO A50 headset. And up until now, this has been my favorite Astro headset, bar none. I mean, this one came close. So this deserves an honourable mention. This is the ASTRO A40. It's kind of like the A50, apart from it's wired. It doesn't have a base station. It plugs straight into either your 3.5 no port or into a mix amp, depending on how you've got it set up. And you will have seen us using this on the channel for many years. This is actually the headset that got us partnered. So we keep it in the same breath as an A50, but this is the A40s. And now, on to the future. And here it is. This is the ASTRO A50 X. And if you're looking at this thinking, hey, that looks kind of familiar, well, that's because it is. The Astro design is a classic, and they've kept that the same for the A50 X. Apart from everything that's inside it, the ASTRO A50 X builds on the ASTRO A50 by adding a bunch of breakthrough innovations, some of which are especially useful if you're a console gamer, but we'll take you all through that right now. Up first, connectivity. Let's kick things off by talking about one of the coolest things this headset offers. Super simple multi-system connectivity without the need for a PC. Console gaming has leveled up. Back in the day, if you played games on console, you'd likely have your one console of choice, and you'd likely be playing it through a TV. But these days, it's pretty normal for people to have multiple consoles. Maybe you want to play a little Spider-Man and a little Starfield, and let's be honest, you pretty much need a headset if you want to compete these days, or you just want to get fully immersed in your game. But using one headset across multiple consoles was an issue with the old A50s. You had to choose whether you wanted your headset to work for your PlayStation or your Xbox, or you'd have to buy extra components, and all of that gets a little bit fiddly. That's not a problem with the A50X. You can play on PS5 and Xbox and a PC, all from the same device. That's possible because the new integrated base station has multi-system connectivity, light-speed wireless, and Bluetooth all built in. With one tap of the PlaySync button, which is conveniently located on your headset, you can swap between multiple platforms without ever having to leave your seat. Not only that, with Bluetooth dual device mixing, your headset can do some really cool audio wizardry that you didn't even realize that you needed in your life, especially if you're a content creator. If you connect your phone to your headset using Bluetooth, you can answer incoming calls or jump into a Discord voice channel whilst you're in a game on a console without having to do that awkward thing where you slide one ear cup off, or you're sliding in a set of in-ears under your over-ear cups. If you're a console gamer and you use Discord, there's a good chance you've tried that. Beyond that, the base station has all the cool bits that seasoned A50 users will be used to, like the integrated LED info panel to show which device you're connected to, as well as your headset's battery life. There's also a click-in magnetic charging cradle to help you keep your headset's battery primed and ready. I found that my old A50 headset didn't always catch the charging points, so sometimes it took a little bit of fumbling to get it to connect, but the A50X connects on the first try all the time. Now, literally, that sounds like marketing speak. every time I put it down, it charges. I love this. As we mentioned previously, the design of the ASTRO A50 X stays pretty true to the previous A50, and that goes for the base station units too. There's the A50 X, and there is the A50. This is design evolution rather than revolution, and when you have a headset and a base station that look as good as these do, that makes perfect sense. There are some subtle differences though. The Astro logo has been replaced by the Logitech G motif, which is in line with Logitech G's global brand direction. As well as that, there's a striking A50X logo in red on both the top of the headrest and on the left ear cup. The majority of the changes are internal, so the visible physical differences are mainly around the buttons and the ports. The Dolby and EQ buttons on the old A50 headset are still there, but their functions have been replaced with the new PlaySync and Bluetooth functions. The volume wheel is in place with the same functionality, as are the voice and game volume rockers on the right ear cup. They've just been refreshed with a minimal graphical design style, more in line with a modern Logitech G headset. All USB ports are now USB-C, which is great for consistency and future-proofing, but it is something to be aware of, especially if you're thinking of reusing any of your old cables that you have in your setup. Micro USB won't work here. The microphone is fixed to the left ear cup. You flick it down to activate it, and then flick it back up to turn it off again. If you've used an A50, it's the same. If you're looking at upgrading from the ASTRO A40 headset, one thing to be aware of with the A50s and now the A50 X, the mic can't be removed. That was the same with the old A50 headset. The reason for this, we're told, is due to a focus on the microphone's quality. By having the mic permanently fixed, the A50 X can deliver a better audio quality than a mic that has detachable considerations. And let me tell you, you actually notice it. In terms of tech specs, the mic is omnidirectional and has a 48 kHz wireless fidelity, which is described as a broadcast quality mic. Let me just stop there for a second. I know what you're thinking. Yep, right, it's a headset mic. As a content creator, that's exactly what I thought. Content creators will understand that headset mics are not broadcast quality. But let me tell you that the quality of the A50 X microphone is closer to the quality of an XLR mic than the previous A50 mic. If you don't believe me, check out this little demonstration. For this demo, we're going to kick off with the old A50 microphone. We'll then jump up to the A50 X microphone, and we'll jump up again to an XLR studio microphone. We'll say the same line across all three mics so we can listen to the difference. Make sure you use code ICECREAM on any Logitech G purchases. Make sure you use code ICECREAM on any Logitech G purchases. Make sure you use code ICECREAM on any Logitech G purchases. And there you go. It kind of speaks for itself. The A50 X microphone, in our opinion, is much more closer in quality to an XLR mic than it was to the old A50 microphone. Genuinely blows my mind that a mic on a headset can be this good. So moving on, the adjustable headband and the soft ear cups are carried over from the previous generation, so you can be sure of a comfortable fit even over longer periods of use, making it great for marathon gaming sessions or even those charity streams. Also, a number of people have asked, yes, if you have an ASTRO A50 mod kit or you've bought third-party parts such as ear cups, don't worry, they will be compatible with the new A50 X. ASTRO A50 X audio quality. The ASTRO A50 X has a significant increase in audio quality over the previous A50 headset. And now I'm gonna have to consult some text on this because I know a bit about audio, but I'm no expert. So let me give you the words direct from the horse's mouth here. So the old A50 headset packed 40mm neodymium drivers, while the new A50 X's audio drivers utilize Pro G graphene. That is a breakthrough material that helps to provide improved audio clarity. See, that's the science, but as a user, you can feel it. You absolutely can tell the difference. Basically, graphene allows for better distinction between different audio objects and sound layers, and that helps you make digital soundscapes feel real. In simple terms, that means that it helps you pinpoint exactly where your in-game enemies are, and also improves the audio quality on cinematics and soundtracks. From our experience, as you'd expect with an Astro Series headset, the bass is deep and punchy, ensuring that any explosions and any other booms and bangs carry the necessary weight with them. If you've used an Astro headset before, you know what I'm talking about. This is particularly great if you like bombastic shooters or battle royales, like I do. So whether it's the rustling of leaves or the distant footsteps of an opponent or the dominant thuds of an airstrike or red zone hitting its target, then the Astro A50 X ensures that you'll hear it all and it'll sound good. The A50X brings 24-bit light-speed wireless to your consoles for the first time via HDMI 2.1 pass-through technology. Light-speed wireless has been on Logitech gear for a while, but this is the first time an Astro A50 level headset will get to benefit from advanced light speed. Basically, your wireless connectivity is super fast, and in a world where every millisecond matters, that is a nice advantage to have. Astro A50 X battery life. So the Astro A50 X has a whopping 24 hours of charge. Let's go back a little bit though. The Astro A50 had 16 hours of charge. So this is not only 9 hours more, that's over 50% more. But 16 hours was usually more than enough. So I use my headset for work and then for play or streaming afterwards. And 16 hours is almost always more than enough. This gives you 24 hours. There is only one time in all of our journey as content creators that we have ever streamed or used our headset for more than 24 hours, and that was during a 24-hour subathon. So I think it's safe to say that there's not many people watching this video that are going to be doing many of those. But if somehow you did need a little more juice, you can charge the headset by a USB-C whilst it's in use. The reality, though, is that the stylish base station will keep most people powered up, and it also doubles as a convenient storage solution, so there's no need to buy a headset stand, or worse, to hang your headset over the edge of your monitor. Astro A50 X. Software. The Astro A50 X, much like the Astro A30, has stepped away from the Astro Command Center app. All settings can be controlled now within the Logitech G mobile app. This is beautiful, because no longer do you need a PC. You can control all advanced audio options on the go. You can use the Logitech G app to fine-tune your equalizers, adjust your microphone settings, and configure your own fully customizable sound profiles. If your surround sound settings seem off, the Logitech G Hub is where you can take care of it. And the fact it's a mobile app means that console users who might not have access to a PC can get access to their settings without having to leave their console. If you're looking at the A50X from a content creator perspective, then make sure you look at the free Mixline software from Logitech 2. It's only in beta at the moment, but it is a great audio mixing solution for people that don't have the want or need for a physical mixing desk. And simply put, it's gorgeous and it's super simple to use. Within literally seconds, I'd added my game sounds and chat mic as an input and my headset as an output, and was ready to roll. Anyone that's used digital audio cables in the past will know what some systems can be like. They can be complex, but Mixline is anything but complex. Just connect the lines and you're good to go. Astro A50 X, content creators and XLR users. Now, everything that we've gone over so far is going to be enough for most people to be good to go. But if you are a content creator, then you might want to look into getting yourself an audio embedder, and we'll show you exactly why. Just want to point out, though, that this is not a Logitech recommendation. This is an ICU recommendation based on our years as content creators and as XLR audio users. Keep that in mind. Let me paint a picture. My setup uses a Logitech Blue Sonar mic connected to a Go XLR mixer. I then connect that mixer to my PC with a USB cable, just as I do with my Astro A50 X base station. The fact that I'm using two USB devices is important, as that brings up a technical pitfall. When you send audio from one USB device through a PC and into another USB device, you get audio latency. That's not something that's bespoke to the A50 headset or Logitech devices. That is just a universal USB issue. It doesn't matter if you're using an XLR microphone going through a USB mixer or if you're just using a USB condenser mic. You'd still get a small amount of latency if you're sending that mic audio to a USB headset. I don't have the exact numbers, but I did a little bit of research. That latency is usually around 20 milliseconds or so, and for a lot of people doing a number of tasks, that is hardly noticeable. But if you're monitoring your microphone audio, or to put it simply for those that don't know what mic monitoring is, if you have your own voice playing back into your ears, then that latency on the audio can be extremely off-putting. So I worked around that on the A50 headset by running a 3.5mm audio cable from the line out port on the Go XLR and fed that in to the line in port on the base station of the A50 headset. This effectively cuts out both USB handshakes and gave me latency-free audio in my ears. But as the A50 X focuses on more modern tech like the USB-C and Lightspeed Wireless, it doesn't have the need for a 3.5mm or digital optical audio port, so that's an option that I couldn't use. This is where the audio embedder comes in. I've got a simple HDMI audio embedder, which you can pick up off Amazon. Mine was around £49, but you can get them for as low as £15, although I haven't tried with any of those, so just be careful. But true to its name, the embedder allows me to embed the 3.5mm audio into a HDMI stream that goes into the base station. It requires an extra HDMI cable and the embedder unit, but the outcome is worth it. Latency-free wireless audio and all the benefits that comes with the A50 X. Before settling on the embedder, we tried a few workarounds, like using the listen function on the lining source within Windows, but that didn't get rid of enough latency for me. We also tried Mixline, which we spoke about a little bit earlier, and that was by far the best of all of the non-embedder options, closely followed by the audio source monitoring in OBS. But across all of those, the audio latency was still noticeable. I absolutely would recommend a HDMI embedder for anyone that wants to use the A50 X wirelessly with an XLR mic and be able to monitor your own microphone audio. If you're not a content creator and you're just plugging your console straight into your headset via the base station, then you don't need to worry about any of that sort of stuff. All you need to know is you plug everything in and it just works. So we've tried to describe everything within that process with on-screen details. But if it's not detailed enough, then please do feel free to let us know. Reply to this, drop comments wherever you are watching the content, let us know. And if you need more details, we can put that together for you. ASTRO A50 X, price and value. Let's be real, the ASTRO A50 X is a premium headset, and as you'd expect, premium headsets come with a premium price. If you can't see yourself spending £300 on a headset, then this probably isn't for you. And that's not a problem, that's just a fact. If that is the case, you might want to look at the A40s or maybe even the previous A50 headset instead. However, if you're after cutting edge tech, breakthrough audio performance, top of the line build quality, and the ability to use that across all of your devices, then this is worth every penny. I can't stress just how good a function it is on the A50 X. Being able to use this one headset across all devices. You've got PC, Xbox, PlayStation, your mobile if you want, but you can also connect your Nintendo Switch to the headset. That is all of your main systems connected wirelessly through one headset, and you can cycle through all of them effortlessly without having to leave your seat. ASTRO A50 X, our conclusion. So you can probably tell, if you've stuck through this to this point, we are super impressed with the ASTRO A50 X. It delivers on its promise of providing breakthrough gaming audio quality thanks to the G Pro graphene audio drivers. Its stunning design, comfort, and impressive sound quality make the A50 X a top choice for both casual and competitive gamers alike. The wireless performance and Dolby audio support further enhances its value proposition. But, and we've said this a few times already, its cross-platform usability is perhaps its greatest strength. The ability to seamlessly switch between all your devices without having to leave your seat, courtesy of the PlaySync multi-system compatibility, is just heaven. And even more so if you dual wield that with the Bluetooth dual device mixing. The A50 X isn't just a headset. it's also a mixer and a genuinely great one. So whilst it may be a significant investment, and there is some things to keep in mind if you have a complex creator setup like mine, the A50 X is a prime example of you get what you pay for. It costs a lot, but you get a lot. There is a lot of tech, a lot of functions, and a lot of compatibility that makes this a highly recommended choice from us if you want a top-tier gaming headset. 2024 starts with a bang. We absolutely recommend the ASTRO A50 X. So you've heard our thoughts, but what are your first impressions of the new A50 X? Do you like what you see? Is there enough to justify that £300 plus price tag for you? Do let us know in the comments. And this is the first of many videos coming from us on the channel. So if you have liked what you've seen, make sure you hit a like on the video. Also subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell button so you get notifications. Until next time, stay frosty.